Teman-teman yang sedang mempersiapkan tes seleksi perguruan tinggi, yuk kita belajar bareng bahas soal-soal tes masuk PTN. Tes IUP ITB, subjek P6. A cylinder with a mass of 5 kg, this is M, and a radius of 50 cm, R. We have to convert it to SI unit, equals to 0.5 meters. In the slits in the inclined floor as shown in the figure, the angle of inclination of one side of the floor is theta, which is tan theta equals to tangen of theta equals to 3 out of 4. That we have triangle with angles theta, the opposite is 3, the adjacent 4, and of course the hypotenuse is 5. Sin theta equals to sin opposite hypotenuse 3 out of 5, and cos adjacent cos theta equals to adjacent 4 out of hypotenuse 5. Okay, so let's continue to read the question. If the cylinder is stretched by a horizontal force F of 90 newtons and the moment of inertia of cylinder relative to point A, this is the inertia, moment of inertia, the angular acceleration is, we have to find the angular acceleration or alpha. This question is about rotational motion, because when we pull the object with the force at that direction, it will cause rotational motion to the object, or moment of force, or torque. Do you guys still remember the formula of moment of force or torque? Torque is equals to the product of force and its displacement. Or there is also the relationship between torque and inertia. Torque equals to moment of inertia times angular accelerations. So we can combine these two formula to I alpha equals to Ft. Don't forget to make sure the number of forces act on the object. Remember that every object with a mass will have weight. So in this question there are two forces acting on the object, which is force F and weight W. So here we have to add sigma sign. Look at the picture. The surface is a slope with angles theta, which is we have to convert the normal axis, x-axis and y-axis, we have to convert it to follow the surface. So the axis that we can use here is like this, x-axis and y-axis. Let's look back to the two forces F and W. Both F and W are not in the right axis, so they have component of forces. The component of weight is this and this. The component of force F is this and this. Now we have four components of forces. The first component, the second component, the third component, and the fourth component. Which are the components that can cause rotational motions to the object? Look at the first component. If we pull the object in this direction, can it rotate? Yes, it can rotate. Now look at the second and the third component of forces. The component cannot cause the object to rotate. And for the last component, it can against the rotational motions due to the first component. So if the first component causes the object to move in anti-clockwise, the fourth component will cause the object to rotate in clockwise direction. So the direction of torque for first component and the fourth component is opposite each other. So let's back to the equation here. We have to substitute the number 2 alpha equals to, we have two forces, so the first component is F sin theta. This is F sin theta. The component of weight is W cos theta. F sin theta times distance. The distance is the radius minus mg or W cos theta times radius. We have negative sign here since the direction of mg cos theta are in the opposite direction. Okay, let's continue to substitute the number. Force is 90. Sin theta equals to 3 out of 5. And the radius is 0.5 minus m is 5, g is 10, cos theta is 4 out of 5, and the radius is 0.5. 27 minus 20. 2 alpha equals to 7, alpha equals to 7 out of 2 is equals to 3.5 radian per second square. So the answer is B.